Hey YouTubers, how's it going again? So yesterday, is 4th of July, so let's call it the day after 4th of July, cause I got a special video for you, which is July 4th treats, or should I say 4th of July treats. It's all those good treats in the video, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So I'm gonna start playing the video, so enjoy the 4th of July treats.
Hey guys, it's Ro. Today I'm going to be making some DIY 4th of July treats. I got so many requests from you guys to make something for the holiday, and it is right around the corner. Today we're going to be making 3 treats. The first treat that we're going to be making are these Rice Krispie fruit kebabs. The things you'll need will be 6 cups of Rice Krispie cereal, some lollipop sticks, 4 cups of mini marshmallows, fresh blueberries, strawberries, 3 tablespoons of butter, a star cookie cutter, and a little bit of ribbon for decoration. You can use any patriotic color, but I'm going to be using white. The first thing that we're going to do to make our kebabs is we're going to make some homemade Rice Krispie treats. We're going to take our butter, cereal, marshmallows, and our saucepan with our spatula over to the stove. Turn your heat to low and then add your butter to the saucepan and melt it down. Add the marshmallows and continue to stir until completely melted. Then pour your marshmallow mix on the top of your cereal and carefully fold together until everything is well combined. Then you're going to take your bowl back over to the baking station. Our Krispies are fresh off the stove. They're still warm. They smell so good. Someone may have snuck a few bites already. Now we're going to pour them into this baking sheet to let them set. My baking sheet is about 2 inches high all the way around. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. So gooey. Just a reminder, I lined my cookie sheet with a piece of parchment paper and sprayed it with a little bit of baking spray so that the Krispies won't stick to the bottom. Then I'm using an offset spatula. This one's pretty large, and I'm going to use it to flatten down my Krispies and work it into the corners of the pan. Once your Krispies are packed in there, we're going to set this off to the side and we're going to prepare our berries. I've washed all of the berries ahead of time, and we're going to start by cutting our strawberries. We're going to cut off the little leafy hat, and then we're going to do this to the rest of our strawberries. Our fruit is ready. Our Rice Krispies have set out at room temperature for about 30 minutes. I'm taking my little cookie cutter and I'm just going to cut it out into the pan. I'm going to place them over here onto my cutting board, and then you can make as many of these as you'd like. After you cut out all of your crispy stars, it is time to assemble. I'm going to be taking a lollipop stick, and we're going to start with a strawberry. Insert your lollipop stick to the top of the strawberry. Then we're going to add 2 blueberries. Then top it off with a little star on top. Did-you? It's all assembled, and you can stop right here if you want to, but I'm going to be adding a little extra detail just for fun. Take our little ribbons. I've just cut a little amount, and first we're going to tie a knot. Then I'm going to make a little loop here. Bring this one around, just like you're tying a shoe. Once you have your bow tied, you're just going to push it up underneath your strawberry. Then we'll do this to the rest of our kebabs. Ta-da! Here are Rice Krispie fruit kebabs that we made, and now on to our second treat, 4th of July sprinkle cones. These are also really easy and simple to make, and I like them because you can decorate them with different sprinkles and patriotic colors. The things you'll need will be sugar cones, white candy melts, red, white, and blue star sprinkles, jimmies, and nonpareils. The first thing that I did is I melted my white candy melts by heating them up in the microwave, and I really love this treat because it is so easy.
Hold on guys, it's commercials.
You're going to take a little cone and you're going to dip it into the melted candy melts, spin it all the way around, then let the excess candy melt drip off into the bowl. And I'm just going to take a pinch of whatever sprinkles or decoration you want to put on here. Now I'm going to place it over here onto a cookie sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper. And now you can make as many little cones as you want. And there we have it. Here are all of our 4th of July sprinkle cones. I love this idea. If you're throwing a little party and you have an ice cream station, guests can pick their favorite little cone and scoop a helping of ice cream. The last treat that we're going to be making is a banana custard flag pie. The things you will need to make the dough will be 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, ½ cup of salted butter cubed and chilled, ½ cup of butter flavored shortening cubed and chilled, 6 tablespoons of buttermilk chilled, 2 tablespoons of sugar, sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a vanilla bean, and a pie plate. For the pastry cream, you will need 6 egg yolks, 3 cups of whole milk, half a cup and 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of butter, a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 vanilla bean, and half a teaspoon of salt. Then to decorate, you're gonna need fresh raspberries, blackberries, ready whip, and bananas. Nom 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 nom. The first thing that we're gonna do is make our pie crust. In a big mixing bowl, we are gonna add our flour, sugar, salt, and half of a fresh vanilla bean. I've cut a slit down the middle, put a little pressure at the top, pull all the way down, getting all of the vanilla beans out. Then you're gonna put all of the vanilla beans in the bowl. Using your hands, you're gonna mix it all together, so just be sure you have clean hands. Now we're gonna add our butter and our shortening. Then again, using your hands, you're gonna work your butter into the dry ingredients until it resembles course meal. Now we can add our buttermilk. I'm just gonna drizzle it over the top. Now we're gonna get really messy. We're gonna use our hands one last time. Don't worry if your dough ends up a little bit on the dry side, because that means when it bakes, it will just be really flaky, and that's what I'm going for. Just keep working the buttermilk in until you can form a ball. We've got our ball of dough, and now I'm gonna wrap it up in some food plastic wrap. I'm gonna press it down, kind of making a disc shape. We're gonna place this in the refrigerator to chill for at least 2 hours, but you can make this the night before an event or a party because it can sit in the fridge and chill for up to 24 hours. Our dough is nice and chilled. It's chilled for 2 hours, and now we're gonna roll it out flat. So I've got a little bit of flour here, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top of our work surface so that the dough won't stick. Now I'm gonna unwrap my dough. You guys, we're gonna do some baking flair. 1, 2, 3. Yes! I love it! Oh my gosh! We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour on top of our dough, and then we're gonna roll it out. We've got our dough all rolled out, and now we're gonna pick it up and place it into our pie pan. Here, I've sprayed our pie pan with a little bit of baking spray so that the dough doesn't stick while it's baking. And then we're gonna start at one end and roll up the sides. Then we just gently pick up and flop it over. Using your fingers again, you're just gonna pat all the way around. You're gonna wanna make sure your crust is touching all of the edges of the pan. Then we're just gonna take off some of the excess dough. Now we're gonna get a little fancy. We're gonna design the edge of the pie. I started it right over here, and I'm just gonna keep working around. So you're gonna take your edge right here that's really uneven, and you're gonna tuck it under and then press it into the pie pan. So just fold and press. This part's totally optional, but I'm gonna add a few pointed edges all the way around just to kind of give the pie a star feel. So you're gonna use your pincher fingers on your left hand and your thumb. Place your thumb down and pinch around it. Place your thumb down, pinch around it. And you're just gonna do this all the way around the pie. Our pie crust design is all ready. Now we are gonna dock it using a fork. This is just poking a bunch of little holes all over our crust so that when it bakes, you don't get a lot of bubbles, so it distorts it. Now I'm gonna pop this in the freezer to chill for 1 hour so that while it's baking, it will hold its shape a little better. Our pie crust has chilled in the freezer, and now we are ready to bake. But before we bake, we've got to fill it with beans. This is a neat little trick so that while it's baking, it doesn't distort. Just be sure to get food safe food wrap, because this kind you can bake. Then we're gonna go the other way, one more this way. Now I'm gonna pour a bunch of white uncooked beans into the middle like this. We're gonna spread them around. You wanna fill them to the top, and now we're gonna connect all of the food wrap up at the top. Over here, I've got 1 egg and just a little splash of cream in a little baking brush, and I'm just gonna lightly brush the outside crust along the edges so that they'll turn a nice golden brown. The pie crust is prepped and it's ready to bake. You're gonna heat your oven to 350 degrees and then bake the pie crust for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, you're gonna open your oven. Be careful, it's gonna be really hot, don't burn yourself, and you're gonna gently remove your bean bag. And then you're gonna close your oven and bake for an additional 20 minutes. Now we're gonna make our pastry cream filling. In a big mixing bowl, we are gonna combine our salt, sugar, and cornstarch and whisk it all together. Once our dry ingredients are well combined, now you're gonna pour in the milk, and then we're gonna whisk together. Lastly, we're gonna be adding our eggs. Remember, for this recipe, we're just gonna be using the egg yolks, and then we're gonna whisk together one more time. Then, in a medium medium-sized saucepan, we're gonna pour in 2.5 cups of milk and 1 full vanilla bean. Put a little pressure at the top and scrape all the way down. We're gonna add all those beans into our saucepan. This time you can take both the pods, we're gonna put them right in there to give it a little extra vanilla flavor, and then we'll take them out later. Now we're gonna take our saucepan and our egg mixture over to the stove. Turn the heat to medium and whisk occasionally until the milk comes to a scald. You'll know it's scalding when little bubbles start to form around the outside of the saucepan. Turn your heat off and slowly pour the milk mixture into the egg mixture. You want to be whisking as you're pouring so that the eggs don't cook. Once combined, you're gonna pour this mixture back into the saucepan and turn your heat to medium. You want to whisk consistently for about 2 to 3 minutes until the pastry cream thickens. When it feels like a thick vanilla pudding, it's ready. Our pastry cream is hot off the stove. Be very careful, it is hot, and now we're gonna strain it. Over here, I've got a big bowl with a big strainer. I'm just placing it here on the top. We are going to pour it in. It's gonna catch our little vanilla pods and if there's any cooked egg. Then using a spatula, I'm just gonna press it through. After you've strained your pastry cream, now we're gonna add our butter and we're gonna whisk together until it's melted. Once you've mixed in all the butter, we are gonna cover our bowl with food-safe plastic wrap to touch. You're gonna take your plastic wrap, bring it over the bowl, and lightly touch the top surface. It's important for it to touch so that it won't form a skin. After it's covered, we're gonna set this off to the side and you're just gonna wait until the bowl is room temperature. It takes about 30 minutes. Time to assemble our pie. We've got our crust, we have our vanilla pastry cream, and we've got our bananas. To assemble this pie, it is super easy. We're gonna put bananas on the bottom and vanilla pastry cream on the top. I'm gonna peel open your banana, and then I'm gonna cut a bunch of banana pennies, and I'm just gonna fan them all the way around clockwise and then work my way into the middle. I've lined the bottom of the pan with bananas, and now we're gonna pour on the top our pastry cream. Yum, yum, yum. I'm gonna remove our food plastic wrap, and I'm gonna scoop it on the top. Then I'm gonna use a little spatula to smooth the top. Now it's time for my favorite part. It is time to decorate. We're gonna be decorating the top of this banana cream pie to look like a flag. For the blue part of the flag, I'm gonna be using blackberries because I love them. And for the red and white stripes, I'm gonna be using raspberries alternating with some whipped cream. We've got all of our berries assembled. Look at that. It looks just like a flag. You could stop here, but I'm gonna add some whipped cream because I love it. Yeah! Ta-da! Here are all the DIY 4th of July treats that we made today. We made red, white, and blue Rice Krispie fruit kebabs, 4th of July sprinkle cones, and a yummy homemade banana custard flag pie. I'll be taking lots of pictures of these treats and posting them on Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you guys make any themed treats, please take a picture and send it to me. I love seeing your creations. It just makes my day. It makes me happy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and it inspired some themed treats for the holiday, and I hope you have a happy 4th of July. Bye-bye!
Okay, guys.
Hey, guys!
So, that is it for the 4th of July treats for the day after 4th of July. So, hopefully you guys enjoy your 4th of July yesterday. So, if you guys see your fireworks, just comment down below. But me, I didn't get a chance to see the fireworks because I was busy and all of that. So hopefully next year we could try our best to see the fireworks. So I could take you guys either to my grandma's house or my aunt's house to the 4th of July fireworks. So, hopefully you enjoy this 4th of July treats. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and click that bell so you guys don't miss any of my YouTube videos. I see you in my next YouTube video. Peace out, and see ya.